It seems as though pretty much every week there is a new concern, a new crisis that people are talking about. Is AI stock going to go down? Is it a bubble? Is the memory is the memory shortage going to end in the next 10 minutes? There's always this kind of misinformation that starts to flow around AI stocks, specifically memory stocks. And I think ultimately Wall Street is lying to you about AI memory stocks. Micron, SK Hynix, SanDisk, Samsung. We can't buy Samsung because it's in Korea, but SK Hynix is going to be here July 10th. So let's talk about the fact that I think Wall Street is lying to us. And I think every now and then there's this kind of wave of misinformation that, quite frankly, is meant to dislodge you from owning your Micron and your other AI memory stocks. And if those stocks are too high in valuation, get you out of your memory ETFs. We're going to talk about everything like that. And I'm going to explain to you why you should not listen to that and why it is a lie, in my opinion, perpetrated by Wall Street. Yeah. Okay. So look, in the last 6 months, Micron is up 291%. SanDisk in the last 6 months is up 753%. And in the last year, I'm sure you know this by now, SanDisk is up 4,421%. I did a video talking about the memory shortage, the crisis, all this kind of stuff today. And what it ultimately comes down to is the memory shortage, the crisis is not going to ease up probably until 2028. And RAM makers, memory makers, Micron, SK Hynix, SanDisk, Samsung, they have no incentive to fix it. Why would they? Right? They are benefiting from higher prices, driving higher earnings, helping them create more fabrication facilities with those higher earnings, those higher profits, ultimately driving that stock price higher because of higher earnings, higher valuations, all those kind of things. We all know that Micron came out on June 24th and just gave a blistering report and raised Q4 guidance just dramatically. Okay. But again, it's this, I think, that you need to remember. Maybe print this off and stick it up somewhere when you hear the next round of, oh my God, it's a bubble. And oh my God, it's going to end and the CapEx expenditures are going to be done and blah, blah, blah. Go, no, hold on a minute. It ultimately comes back to this. The AI infrastructure build out is not going to end. It is simply not going to end. These are real CapEx expenditures that are happening. Why? Because every single major company out there, from board of directors, CEO, presidents, all the way down, they have to have an AI plan to use AI across every single department, every single division. And that spends dollars and hard dollars on AI plans, ultimately deriving to AI build out, which brings us back to the memory shortage. It simply is not going to end, maybe until 2028 or even be gone. Okay. So look, all hyperscalers are outbidding consumer OEMs, original equipment manufacturers, for RAM right now, driving up Micron revenue. Apple just raised their prices up $200 on the iPhone. Xbox, not Xbox, Sony PlayStation raising prices, all that kind of stuff. Micron's locked 16 companies into 5-year supply contracts. New fab capacity won't even ship meaningful volume until mid-2027. Think about that. Micron locked 16 companies into 5-year contracts, and they're not even going to ship meaningful volume until this time next year. Remember that. Think about that. Don't let Wall Street rip your AI memory stocks away from you. Don't let it happen. Okay, continuing on. Look at this. I want to show you this. There's a global RAM shortage driven by AI data center demand is forcing device makers to raise prices. The 3 dominant memory suppliers, Micron, SK Hynix, Samsung, have little incentive to relieve the squeeze, and meaningful relief may not arrive till 2028. The panel pinned the trouble on hyperscalers' demand for DRAM and high bandwidth memory for AI training and inference AI. And by the way, the oncoming agentic AI and their ability to outspend PC and console OEMs. They're literally outdriving and outbidding to get those memory chips in their stuff versus it go into PCs, things of the PlayStations, all that kind of stuff. And Apple raised the price $200 because of the memory shortage. And as Micron holders, soon to be SK Hynix holders, SanDisk holders, we are benefiting from that. Now, right there, Xbox. It was Xbox. I apologize. Xbox price is going up $4.99 to $7.99. Hardware reset attributed to memory cost pressure. Okay, continuing on. It's going to last for years. It's a textbook supply squeeze on the episode. Basically the three dominant memory suppliers, when we talked about those, are locking buyers into that. New fabs are costing upwards of $10 billion and take 5+ years to build. So the incumbents have no commercial reason to flood the market. They're not going to flood the market. They're going to drag this out. Yes, there's new fabrication facilities coming online. There are, right? Wall Street is quietly raising the price targets of Micron, of SanDisk, but yet next week we're going to hear that the memory shortage, it's maybe overblown. I don't know. Don't listen to them. Okay. Don't listen to them. Don't subscribe to this channel. Listen to the truth. I have no vested interest in whether you hold your Micron, you hold your, SK Hynix, your SanDisk, whatever it is. Makes no difference to me. I'm here just to tell you the truth, because Wall Street's raising the prices, but yet I still think there's a coordinated effort on any given week to dislodge you of your memory stock. Okay. Micron's financials, guys, I've talked about them. You know them. They are amazing. Okay. And they're going to continue to be amazing. Micron's record fiscal Q3 financial results and even stronger outlook for 4Q for fourth quarter reflect the quote, strategic value of memory in the AI era, end quote. On the earnings call, the CEO said, quote, we continue to expect supply and demand. This is the CEO of Micron, for both DRAM and NAND and NAND to remain tight beyond calendar 26, and noted Micron can fulfill only 50% to 75% of some key customers' demand. New U.S. and Singapore capacity is not slated to ship meaningful volume until 27 and 28, which means directly to you as a insert company name here, Micron, SanDisk, whatever it is, you have a 2+ year run. I think it's going to longer. Why? Because AI data center build out is going to go into 2030 and beyond, most likely even 2033. This is not going to end overnight, but you will always continually hear some piece of information or propaganda, in my opinion, to cause and put concern and worry in your mind. How long will the memory shortage last? I've just given it to you. It's at least 28, 2 years. Okay. Should remain tight. AI infrastructure spending is going to continue at its current pace. In fact, it's going to increase. The number for the AI infrastructure build out by 2030 was about 4.5 trillion, and now it's 5.5 trillion, and probably gone up to 6. The number for 2033 was going to be 7 trillion. It's probably gone up to 8+. It is simply not going to end. What does it mean? Higher prices equal higher earnings, higher profits, higher net profits. Higher earnings equal great forecasts. Micron and SanDisk and all these companies are now in the business of managing expectation and managing manufacturing and managing backlog and managing revenue recognition so that they meet those earnings calls and they meet/beat expectation and they raise guidance. SanDisk has done it. Micron just saw it on June 24th. They blew it out of the water, even announcing a dividend, a quarterly dividend, I think 15 cents. It's not going to end, guys. I mean, yes, it's going to end. At some point, it has to end. But Wall Street's lying to you about, well, the bubble may end next week or it might end next month. That's a lie. And if you hear that, know that that is a lie and don't buy the lie. Buy SK Hynix on July 10th. It's going to be on the NASDAQ. It'll be everywhere. You'll be able to get it. Buy it because you basically haven't been able to buy it because it was, again, South Korea. Okay. Would love for Samsung to do it too. It's amazing, isn't it? This is crazy, crazy times that we are living in. Okay. Let me show you Micron. There's another view of it. The last 89 days from here to here, 233%. How would you like to have known when to perfectly buy and sell every move up and make an additional 233% profit and put that profit in your trading account? To put that in perspective, $1,000 started here and then bought and sold. See this green box? That's a buy alert. This red box is a sell alert. That's my trading indicator that I spent over $30,000 developing, by the way. Okay. And I just invested another $20,000 in it for some even cooler stuff that's coming. 50 grand plus invested. Okay. Buy here, sell here. This software runs on an iPhone, runs on Android, runs on anywhere you want it to run. And it gives you little pop-up alerts for any stock you want. And it tells you when to buy and when to sell. Buy here, sell here, buy here. $1,000 invested here in 89 days would have turned a profit of $2,332 in profit. So 1,000 back plus 2,300 bucks. What would you have done differently with an additional $2,300 in your life in the last 89 days? Taking a trip with a family, put some money in the bank, maybe put some money in the kids' college fund, maybe put some money into saving for a better place to live, a car, whatever it is, or maybe have a little bit less stress in your life about meeting your bills. Trading indicator, it literally costs about $1. You didn't see that because my internet wasn't up when I started recording and I hadn't refreshed the screen. That's why I was showing you that screen. It cost about $1.11 a day to use. It's about 30 bucks a month. Okay. There's a link in the description below, and I'll also pin the link in the comments. Okay. The quarterly or the monthly are the cheapest. And it's after that discount code with the link down there, you'll see there's a discount code SK1. Use that discount code at checkout. You're going to get the best, cheapest price for about $1.11, $1.11. Guys, that's less than a cup of coffee. That's less than a cup of coffee. It's less than a pack of gum. I bought a pack of gum last week. It was $2.49 for a pack of gum. Okay. 30-day, no questions asked, refund guarantee. What does that mean? Try it for 30 days. You don't like it, you get an instant refund. So you've cost you nothing. In the members area, there's live coaching, and there's also a Discord community, a private chat community where you can be part of a community. Want another example? Here's AMD. Look, AMD, buy here, sell, buy, sell, all the way over here, 88 days, 168%. All of them, you can line them up and just know, boom, set alerts for all of them and go, I want to get an alert every time I should buy or sell. Insert any stock here. SanDisk, Micron, NVIDIA, Intel, AMD, Bloom Energy, Vistra, doesn't matter. SK Hynix after July 10th. This is how the really, really smart and rich people do it. And I'm offering it to you for about $1 a day. Links are right down there. Go try it. Thanks for giving me a few minutes, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye.